Good morning, a very early one as well. Maybe I should be saying fit like, because I'm up here at the Brock or Fraserburgh, and that can only mean one thing. Yeah, we're going out in the Rachel May. So we've had to make an early start because the weather's going to close in later on. The trip was going to be 10 till 2, but by midday the winds are really going to start picking up. So we've decided that what we'll do is actually get started early, and we're setting off at 8 o'clock. So I've got here early to help Gordon with the boat. So I'm going to get myself set up on the boat and we'll see you later. Lovely and still at the minute. There she is, Rachel May. You just have a quick look down here. I'm not sure how much you can see. There's Gordon moving the engine covers. As we head out from Fraserburgh, the Brock, it was a beautiful sunrise. Absolutely great start to the day. On this adventure, I'm planning to use squid lures and catch a squid for the very first time. I've never caught a squid before. I was also using a brand new underwater camera, so we'll see what footage we can actually get from that. So full of excitement as we set off here. So come along with me and share the journey today. It's a really good video. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a beautiful day, an absolutely beautiful day. What a great start. Going to be fishing with these squid jigs today. See if we can get ourselves a squid. With 12 anglers on the boat today, we didn't get long on each one of the drops, and we had to wind up quite quick, stop the cameras and stuff, getting tangled in other people's lines. Bit of a risk that. As you can see here, we got somebody's yellow muppets caught in my line. With the new camera, that's quite scary.
I noticed one time it was just sitting underneath the boat. Ready to bounce.
Down again.
Right. That's smart.
Aye, come back up now.
Actually, when I'm dropping down, it seems to slow down before it hits the bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a false tape. Yeah.
Get your camera, I've got a weight on again.
Is your camera on, right?
Yeah, my camera's on this time.
The shark will come up with.
At this point the reel's about 6 inches from the microphone, so sorry about the clicking. I haven't got the clicker on. Oh, I hope it's the squid. I hope I haven't got somebody else's weight. Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Shark, I see him. Keep moving.
He's got it. He's off.
The shark's got it. Keep moving. I still have that one. Getting something. It's followed your line right up. You're getting a perfect shot in your camera.
Just had some real excitement there. I think I had something on, and then the shark came up and took it. So we'll see with the underwater camera whether we've got anything. Could be good.
He's sitting underneath the boat. I noticed that the last time I had a camera.
This is incredible from this little water wolf camera. You can see the Porbeagle shark. He comes up slowly, eyes it up, hits the camera. Poor little squid there putting ink out. Then he comes back, has another little look at it. Comes in so stealthily, so slow. Eyes it up, look, and in he goes and gives it a good grab. He missed the actual squid on this occasion, which was good, but you can see he gives a good shake and off he goes. Wow.
I hope Fergal doesn't get it.
Well, he might do. So we think Gordon's got a squid and he's winding up hoping that the shark doesn't take it.
Nothing.
Is your friend Fergal's back?
Hi Fergal, he's come up to say hello. I just hope nobody tries to catch him because they'll damage him. Squid.
And we got a squid! Fantastic!
Well done! What a beauty! Well done, Phil.
Here's my squid. Just look at its eye. I don't know if you'll focus on that. Beautiful. Just a little one, but squid all the same. That is fantastic. I bought an underwater camera. I've no idea if we're going to get the footage of the shark coming up after the squid, but that's the first for me. I've caught a squid, so I'm going to send it down, see if we can get some more squid, bigger ones of course. On this clip you can see how the Porbeagle shark is following my lure down. I've got an 8-ounce lead on, dropping it down to the bottom, and the Porbeagle is following it most of the way down. What you're seeing here on the sounder is an image of the shark, and you can just see it's following somebody's line.
Oh, I'm really glad you got a squid, man. Get on, bite him.
Got that.
Maybe get me on yet, it's just in it here. It's really a deal.
Like, I came out today with the purpose, I'm
squid.
just going to get squid, you know. That's all I'm going to do, squid it.
Right.
Need a few more of them and Mrs. Another Angle will be very happy.
Well, that's it, you see.
Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. Look at that. Let's get some more. Beautiful eye on it.
Mr. Youngland trips. Oh, it's a shark. Look.
Have you got him? At this point you can see my lure's just on the left hand side and the shark coming in and having a right old go at Gordon's rig. Just watch the number of times it comes in and has a grab at his weight. In fact, I think it actually took the weight off his rig at this particular point. Brilliant. Thanks for letting me have this little bit of film, Gordon. That's brilliant to watch that. Yeah, you got some weights. Have you got me? Fucking everyone's here.
What's a shark? It's got a fish.
Yeah. Oh, I've got something line now. Green line, stop pulling. Okay.
The shark was pulling it.
Yeah.
It hit a fish.
Ah, yeah. Who's on the green line? Where on earth would that come from? Oh, this guy is green.
Something on.
It's just like back here.
Something on.
So Gordon's winding up here. We think he may have a squid. I'm just waiting for him to come up before I put my lures down. Busy boat today, 12 anglers. Nope. At this point in the video I wanted to share with you some more of the underwater footage so you could see what was going on. Now a couple of apologies to start off with. The postie brought the camera the afternoon before I was setting off, so I didn't have much time to put a vane on or anything of that nature. Actually Gordon's made me a vane for it. I just had time to format the card, get it charged, put it in my bag, ready to give it a try. So this is the very first time I've used this camera. Because I don't have the vane on the camera, it tends to rotate quite a lot when you're on the bottom. I'll be getting the vane fixed. Here you can actually see the little LED light in one of the squid lures actually flashing, which is supposed to be an attractant. So apologies for this kind of rotation stuff. I hope to improve that in the future. Almost as soon as the lure hits the bottom, you can see that haddock come in and just nip at the lures, and that gives you some false indications. In fact, one almost got itself hooked there. In this clip we've dropped down to about 30 meters and you can see the squid come in from this bottom right hand corner, and it does actually take the lure. You can see puff of ink there, so it's got hold of the lure. Being in 30 meters with 8 ounces, I'm not sure I reacted that quick, but we're starting to wind him up now, and you'll see it puffs ink out most of the way, gets about halfway up, and then it seems to almost give up and start pushing the ink out. So we're winding it back to the surface now. I could feel that weight on there. The camera is jiggling about a little bit, but hopefully it doesn't spoil your viewing too much. That's caught on that lure that had got the little LED light in it flashing. The top lure is just a standard little lure. Here we are, coming up towards the surface now. It's getting a bit lighter. This feels a bit different. I think we've got something here. Just keeping a steady pace, coming up. I think we might have something.
Oh,
We do.
Squid.
We got a big squid. Oh, oh. He's spitting.
What a beauty.
That's what I'm fishing for. Just look at the lovely eyes on that. Wow. Well, normally it's kiss them and put it back, but not with this one. That's coming home for tea. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. So when I was dispatching the squid, give him a good chop across the back of the head there, it spat out all the ink. So we're going to wash out the ink now. And as you can see, there's a heck of a lot of ink in these things. Just look at that. The ink is supposed to be quite good for delicacies and things like that. But that one certainly got me.
Is it good for a scan?
I hope so. Right, that one can go in the box with the other two. Beautiful. And I just get to clean myself up now and then try for another one. As the lures go down again here, you can see the little LED light flashing away there. That's inside one of the lures. As soon as you get down to the bottom, you can see the little haddock getting in there, pecking away at the lures. They don't actually get hooked on, they just keep giving you a little bit of a false tug. Now at this point you might want to look away if you get motion sick. That's the reason why I want a vane on the camera. But you can see the squid are inking. That's because they've attacked those lures. You might be thinking, well Phil, why aren't you reacting? Well, that's because I've got a new camera. I've got a stiff rod with 60-pound braid, that 8-ounce lead down at 30 meters. It's actually quite hard to feel the squid on the lure down there.
Wire on a muppet?
Just a wire on a muppet, these things on.
Threaded. Did you thread that or did you buy that?
I bought this. Well, I didn't buy it. Gordon bought it. So this is bought, and that's just a bog standard muppet. I just thought we'd put that on for a laugh. So it's on a weak link, just because we reckon they're right down on the bottom. So I'm just feeling for the bites. You can just feel it nod every now and again, but they're not really committing at the minute. But mission achieved. We've had 2 squid, a big one and a small one. I think they might be different varieties.
There's a bite there, I know.
Gordon's fishing the same rigs and he's just had a bite. I'm getting quite a bit this way. I'm going to fetch it in and pop it back down again. Just fishing 8-ounce lead. The wind's picked up, so we've got a bit more drift now. I did have my underwater camera on to begin with, and I've just taken it off because I haven't got a fin attached to it just yet. It only arrived in the post yesterday and I was dying to try it, but I know it'll be spinning round a bit. Can't get that grin off my face from catching the squid. What an absolute beauty! Thought we had a bite there. Everyone saw the rod nodding. These squid are pretty crafty. Right, that's us. We're on the bottom. Let's see if we can catch something. I've had a bit of a change up. I've put different coloured squid lures on just to see, and I've also increased the weight of put a heavier weight on. I've got a 12-ounce on because the wind's picked up, the boat's drifting more, we're going a lot quicker. I think the wind's dropped just a little bit. We have to see. We've done probably about 3 mile drifts. We've been going quite a bit really. See? You just keep getting that nod.
But that could be haddocks.
It could be the haddocks.
Because the haddocks, they've taken a nibble here. I've seen them on the camera full up, and I've actually hauled up a few haddocks with a squid lure. But what a job to get them out, to swallow the whole thing.
Send them down again. So those are the jigs I'm using. I think we're in about 30 meters here. That's us on the bottom, fishing away. So what I'm trying to do is I can feel when there's a bit of a pull on the line, and you just want the weight to get a lot heavier, and that's when you've got a squid on. I think I could probably go back to an 8-ounce lead. This is quite heavy. In fact, I'm going to do that on the next drop. I've got a lot less drift. Let's fetch this up and we'll put on the 8-ounce lead next. I'm hoping that we're not filming too much into the sunshine. I can't complain about the sun though. My God, brilliant. Just going to put this 8-ounce on. I just think having 8 ounces on is going to be a lot more sensitive. 12's a lot to hold on to as well. There's been quite a lot of haddock caught, and I've got a feeling that some of the bites I've been getting may well be haddock. Just pecking at the squid lures. Just find the bottom, there's the bottom. You can just see that nod. Plenty of seagulls flying around. Scurries, Gordon calls them. That's the local word for them, a scurry. Right, so that's us. the squid jigging. What can I say? Brilliant. I came out to target the squid. I've managed to get the squid. I've got 3. I might have had more, I don't know. We had a visit from the shark. I hope I've got some footage of that. I've got my underwater camera that I've tried out for the first time, so I'm also hoping that we got some good footage on that as well. Thanks to Gordon for putting us on the marks today. I am so chuffed. 3 squid, 3 lovely squid. Plenty of inky mess to sort out as well. They inked.
Oh, see the mess he's made of my boat.
I've got to clean the boat before I get off it tonight. Just use those, a combination of things. They were bought squid lures. Now, the larger ones I bought about 5 years ago, and they've got a little neon flashing light in them. So when they get in the water, it makes a contact and the light flashes. And I thought they were dead, but I've seen one of them seem working today. I just thought the battery's gone. I also bought some shorter ones. I think they were about 105mm, because we thought that perhaps the squid would commit more to the shorter lures. I also tied on a muppet with the squid hooks on the back of it, and I think that's what caught the first one, and I think the other 2 came to the standard squid lure.
Fraserburgh.
What about Fraserburgh?
Oh,
yeah, I mentioned Fraserburgh before.
I think he grabbed your squid.
Well, we don't know. We do think he might have grabbed the squid, don't we? Yeah. So Fraserburgh, I'm going to be looking at the footage on the card.
He came right up to the surface.
He did, yeah. We had a little camera issue to begin with, where for some reason or another it just decided it wouldn't want to turn on. But between us, we got some good footage of that. Tight lines from me.
And catches after for me. I'm fair chuffed for you with that squid.
Oh,
Really chuffed.
made up.
And Fraserburgh.
And Fraserburgh, yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, see you in the next video. Bye. Keep watching if you want to see the squid cooked. Right, now we're back home, and we're going to have a look at these squid. Beauties, absolute beauties. Best till last. Look at the length of that one, absolute beauty. There's my filleting knife in my hand just for size comparison. Fantastic. Now, also, look, before anyone says it, this isn't my kitchen. All right, I'm in the garage. We've just got this old sink unit in the garage, and cleaning up squid, cleaning up fish is something I do here in the garage. I've got the garage doors open. You'll probably be able to hear the wind whistling across, but we're going to do a little bit of squid preparation. I'm going to show you how I prepare these ready for food. I'm not going to use them for bait. Far too good for bait, far too good for bait. So they're about as fresh as you're going to get. I caught these on the boat this morning on the Rachel May. They're only a few hours old, as you can see. Beautiful. Now, when I took these out of the box, the cool box, these little stickers were still stuck on the sides. The other thing I want to show you is what a fantastic, beautiful eye they have. Predominantly feeders at night. Inside the front here, and just minding not to squash any ink out, but you can see in there is a beak, and that will give you a right nip if this was alive. The way they were dispatched was a quick karate chop on the back of the head, and it's really interesting because you'll see the colours changing when it's alive, and as soon as you whack it on the back of the neck, it just goes pure white and stops changing colour. So you know you've dispatched it. But we just get another close-up on those beautiful big eyes. How about that? Isn't that wonderful? Enough of admiring them. What we need to do is prepare them. So I'm going to start, I'll probably prepare the small one, the middle one. I'll do the other two today, and I'm going to freeze those for later on. But we're going to have this one for tea, and it's going to be done as calamari rings. It's going to be deep fried. So I've got a little deep fryer, and I'll set that up on the kitchen here, because we tend to deep fry in here, because if we do it in the house, it sets off the smoke alarm. Any smoke or any steam just sets the smoke alarm off. So I'll show you how to prepare these. So let's get on with preparing them. Absolute beauties, aren't they? So we just put these two back in the box for now. That's a good weight, that one. And we're going to work on this one here. Now, what we need to do is remove the head, and the easiest way to do that is to actually pull it out. And I'm going to do that over the sink just in case the ink sac decides to go. So once we pull the head off, we can also get the guts out from inside. And this is what we're trying to remove inside here. And there's the ink sac. So we'll sort that out. Now there'll be experts that can do a much better job of this than me, but I just do what I can on it. What I was after was the piece of plastic. Let me correct myself there. It is not plastic. It's actually a piece of cartilage, but it does actually look a bit like plastic. So we'll put that out of the way. Next thing you'll find is that you can just take off a little bit of this outer skin. And again, possibly it helps with a little bit of kitchen towel on this. It just helps you to take a little bit of that outer skin off. Tidy things up as you're going. You can see what I'm up to. I'll get it cleaned up and bring you back. Now at this point what I've done is got as many of these the little bits of skin off it, the outer skin. This is nice and clean all the way around. I've also been all the way through the inside here. So we've fetched out the plastic bit. That's already out. So that's just nice fish now. What I'm going to do is just take these, what I call wings, off. So they can come off. Nice sharp knife. If you're going to do stuff with fish, get yourself a very sharp knife. The sharper the knife, the better. And the reason for that is that if it's exceedingly sharp, you will be so worried about cutting your fingers that you take care with it. A blunt knife will be one that you're trying to push through the meat here on the fish, and it will slip and it will cut you. Now you might be asking, well, what have I done with all the bits? Well, I've put them in here, little bag. They can be used in my fish feeder that you saw me using on another video. So this piece of the fish will now be cut into rings, and we'll just slice the wings so that they're ready for deep frying, and then we'll get to work on this head here. I like to do nice sized rings here. I think those will be perfect. I think these, what we'll do is cut them this way. Cut them any way you want, but I think they will be nice. All of those can just go over there. Same with this bit. Just tidy that end off. Just a few bits of the outer skin left on it. But we'll trim that on again there. If you can hear some pitter pattering in the background, it's D, so you can smell the fish. The tentacles are good to eat, so we do actually want those, but we don't actually want the head itself. So it can just come in through here. Where's that beak? Ah, there he is. So we take the tentacles off. So nice sticky tentacles. Okay, so So there's our tentacle. So basically that's the bit that we're going to be eating. The head, again, is going to be perfect for using as fish bait. So it's 100% used, every bit of the fish, apart from this little bit of plastic here. Every bit of that squid is good to eat and good to use. Those bits will be for additional fishing, so nothing's gone to waste. I've only taken what I wanted today. I did have 4 squid, but I think one got lost to the shark. As you can see, we've got the lovely rings, we've got the pieces of wing, and we've got the tentacles here. Back in the garage, you are going to hear a bit of noise because there's a heating boiler underneath the unit here. It's also blowing about 30 or 40 mile an hour gusts outside, so the garage door will rattle and things. But what we're going to do, this is the deep fat fryer. I'm going to put some oil in. Just got some ordinary oil here. This stuff's called rapeseed oil, I think. I just need to fill it up to the line, which takes up actually most of this little bottle. And then we're going to get things up to speed. I need to get this up to about 180 degrees. And whilst that's happening, we'll do some stuff here, and I'll explain what I've been up to. Let's put that to one side. We'll just plug this in. We're going to put our slider up to 180. There we go. Now, you'll notice that not all the squid is here. That's because for the purposes of this catch and cook, I'm just going to do a little bit here, and then I'm going to bring the rest in later on. Because the rest of the squid is going to be part of a family meal, and that'll have to be done in conjunction with other bits of the meal. But I've got these here ready to put in here. So in here I've got some flour and some black pepper, and I'm just going to coat these with a little bit of flour and black pepper. Put them in, stir them round, make sure you don't lose them in there, fetch them back out. I have washed my hands, by the way. And you'll be wanting to know what else we've got on the tray here. And I'll explain that too. We want a big shout out to a chicken called Princess. So my wife's made the mayonnaise with one of our own chicken's eggs. So a big shout out to Princess. She's still laying at this time of the year. It's middle of November. You don't often get that. So we're going to wait until this gets up to speed. And then we're going to put the floured squid, so that's just basic flour and black pepper, into here. And that's the way I like to have my squid. And it wouldn't be right unless we had the tasting. So we're going to do that as well. I've just checked here and we're up to 180. So what we're going to do is carefully put our bits in. Let's lower them in carefully. Put the lid on. I need to time this now. It needs to be about a minute. So I'll bring you back in about a minute. So you don't really need to go mad with the frying. If you overdo it, it will go rubbery. So I usually have it about a minute at 180. You can just give them a little jiggle around if you like. So the minute's up. Let's just pop these on here. That back there. Bring you down a bit. I'm going to spoon on some of the homemade mayonnaise on each one. Homemade mayonnaise, gorgeous. In fact, I might dip it. One of the problems I find with GoPros is that I don't know if I'm on screen or not. Absolutely yummy. Perfect. So the squid was swimming, probably about 5 hours ago. So this is, in fact, my first ever catch and cook. I did try and do a catch and cook, a barbecue mackerel thing earlier this summer, but the seal kept nicking the mackerel, so it never happened. But that is absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice. So if you want a simple way of doing your squid, just some flour, black pepper. You can do homemade mayonnaise or buy it. So it's 180 degrees for about a minute, minute and a half max. Shake them out, put your mayonnaise on, eat them away. Brilliant. So I hope you've enjoyed that little catch and cook, and I think it hopefully rounds off the video. So I'll catch you in the next video. Master Chef. I don't think.